let's break down the top features of the iPhone 11 Pro and iPhone 11 Pro Max. Welcome everyone to AppleInsider. The iPhone 11 Pro has a plethora of new features packed inside. Here we are going to lay out the top features of Apple's top-of-the-line handset. Starting out with the new colours. For the iPhone 11 line, Apple has mixed up the colour scheme once more. Some colours such as space grey and silver have been around, but now sport the svelte matte finish on the back coupled with the highly polished sides. Then we have midnight green that is entirely new. Next, let's talk about USB-C fast charging. To go with that Pro moniker bestowed upon the latest iPhone, Apple has included the same 18-watt USB-C fast charger and USB-C lightning cable that was included with the 2018 iPad Pro. Apple touts that you can use it to charge your iPhone 11 Pro's battery 50% in only 30 minutes. Number 3 is the A13 Bionic. Apple's A13 Bionic processor uses the same 7nm architecture as the A12 Bionic and has 4 high-efficiency cores and 2 high-performance cores, but they've upped its power. The high-performance cores are 20% faster and consume 30% less battery, while the high-efficiency cores are 20% faster and use 40% less battery. Both the GPU and the neural engine are 20% faster and use less battery. Pushing through, following the A13 Bionic is the U1 chip. As a new addition, Apple has included the ultra-wideband U1 chip. UWB is useful for location tracking in your immediate surroundings. Right now, not much supports that, but Apple is utilizing it for AirDrop prioritization. Talking wireless, we now have Wi-Fi 6 support. Up from 802.11ac, Wi-Fi 6 or 802.11ax will allow for faster speeds thanks to improved performance in crowded networks. Apple says on a Wi-Fi 6 network, users will see up to 38% faster download speeds. Of course, you will likely need a new router to take advantage of that. Coupled with better Wi-Fi are faster 4G LTE speeds. It isn't 5G, but iPhone 11 does feature 18% faster 4G LTE speeds on existing networks. There are a lot of variables to test this out, but we will always take faster. Now, let's talk battery life. Battery life is outstanding on the new iPhone 11 Pro and iPhone 11 Pro Max. iPhone 11 Pro gets 4 hours more than the iPhone XS, and iPhone 11 Pro Max can get up to 5 hours more than the XS Max. Those are some huge numbers, and day to day we've noticed it. Even with the improved battery life, we have a new, brighter Super Retina XDR display. iPhone 11 Pro's display clocks in at the same resolution as its predecessor, but ups all the other specs. It now has a 2,000,000:1 contrast ratio, sustained brightness at 800 nits and max brightness of 1200 nits for HDR content. Looking great on those displays is our next feature, new live wallpapers. As is often the case, new iPhones mean new wallpapers. With iPhone 11 Pro, we have a series of 4 new wallpapers that all feature a live animation as well as dark light mode support. They're also somewhat colour matched to the different iPhone 11 Pro finishes. Next feature is water resistance. Apple gave iPhone XS an IP68 water resistance rating, meaning it could be submerged in 1 metre of water for up to 30 minutes and it would be protected against harmful dust. iPhone 11 Pro takes it a step further with the same IP68 rating, but can now be submerged up to 4 metres for a maximum of 30 minutes. Along the lines of durability, we have water resistance. Apple is claiming that the iPhone 11 Pro has the strongest glass on a smartphone. While we aren't prepared to put that to the test on our own devices, stronger glass means that the front and back of your iPhone 11 Pro should be less prone to cracks and shattering than the year-ago models. Moving to the camera system, we have a new ultra-wide angle lens. Ultra-wide angle lenses are becoming more popular, showing up on more flagship devices. That includes iPhone 11 Pro. It joins the existing wide-angle and tele lenses already outfitted. This new lens can capture 170-degree shots, which is great for epic landscapes or intimate close quarters. Next feature is the faster tele lens. Alongside the new ultra-wide, Apple has beefed up its other lenses. Starting with the telephoto lens, it now has a faster f2.0 aperture. That will result in a quicker shutter in lower light, which in turn means less grain. Apple also improved the wide angle. The wide angle lens was updated too with 100% coverage of focus pixels, which means faster autofocus, particularly in low light. Next on our feature list is capture outside the frame. Now that Apple has 3 lenses to shoot from, they've created this new feature called Capture Outside the Frame. Here, when you're shooting on the wide angle lens, it captures an extra image using the ultra wide lens. Those are merged together, and when you need to level the photo, you're able to do so without losing image quality. The same applies to shooting with the tele lens. Following that is the addition of night mode. With the new cameras and powerful A13 Bionic, new photo modes have come to iPhone 11. Most prominent is night mode. It couples a series of long and short exposure shots to create a combined image with much more detail and much less noise. Now let's talk about Deep Fusion. Deep Fusion is Apple's name for its new computational photography tricks coming to the iPhone 11 with iOS 13.2. The feature isn't fully available yet, but we have gotten to try it out on the beta, and in a middle to low light, photos should see much more texture than when shot without Deep Fusion. It is automatically used and not a feature to toggle on or off, and the early looks are promising. Continuing forward, we have improvements to portrait mode. Portrait mode uses 2 cameras to capture depth and create the amazing shots we've come to love. On iPhone XS, it used the tele and wide-angle lens, always resulting in a 2x zoom when taking these pictures. With iPhone 11 Pro, portrait shots can now be captured at 2x as well as 1x, combining the wide and ultra-wide cameras. Quick Take is up next in our top features. In the Camera app of the iPhone 11 Pro, holding the shutter button no longer just captures burst photos, rather it instantly starts recording a video. It records as long as you hold the button, or you can swipe to the right to lock it into recording. Alternatively, holding and immediately swiping to the left will trigger burst mode capture. Speaking of video, we have new audio zoom. This feature allows the microphone on your iPhone to match the audio with the amount of video zoom. As you zoom in closer to the subject, the accompanying audio will get louder as well. Venturing to the front of the phone, we have an updated True Depth camera system. Lastly, the front-facing camera and True Depth camera system was updated. It has a new 12 megapixel sensor, up from 8 megapixels. It also has a wider field of view, up to 85 from 70 degrees for those group selfie shots. It also brings our next feature, 4K video. On iPhone 11 Pro, the True Depth camera system is now able to record 4K video at 60 frames per second. Lastly, our final feature is Slofies. Apple's newly coined term seems fairly straightforward. Use the True Depth camera system of the iPhone 11 Pro to capture slow motion selfie videos at up to 120 frames per second at 1080p. So that rounds out our list of the top features for the iPhone 11 Pro and iPhone 11 Pro Max. Check out our top features of the iPhone 11 and let us know down in the comments below what your favorite new feature is.
Hey everyone, did you guys like that video? Be sure to click on that like button so we can create content that we know that you guys want to see. And follow Apple Insider on all social media channels. If you want the best prices on any Apple gear, check out the Apple Insider price guide that is updated daily. And until next time, we'll see you later.